by the name of Don Landry brought a lot of us together to come to play basketball at Nicholls State University. And Coach Landry was a very good judge of talent, because after the first semester of my freshman year, he asked me whether or not I wanted to keep the stats or not. Things back in 1976 in the game of basketball. Number one, they did not have the three-point shot at that time. And number two, you couldn't dunk. That did not come about at that time. But trying to look at the number of people in the stands, it was really unbelievable in that 1975-76 class. From that standpoint, as the number of people in the community as well as students that came out and backed the Colonels that year. The 75-76 class was truly special. They won the Gulf South Conference that year, which was the first year that they had ever accomplished that. But what was amazing about that whole year, the whole athletic department was such a close-knit group, from the standpoint that the football team had just won the GSC championship, and they had only been playing football on the NCAA level for 4 years. Basketball was the second sport that won it. Third, baseball won it, golf won it, and tennis won it. So out of the 5 men's sports that year, Nicholls swept all of the conference tournament championships that year.
I guess there's so much we can talk about. But you know, looking back and think about 50 years. How your memory is going to be 50 years from now, something like 60 years from now, right? This was the best thing ever can happen for me. It's coming to Thibodaux, to really be honest with you guys. Because I didn't know what Thibodaux was until Coach Landry came and Coach Sanders, which is the 2 best coaches. It's the only guy I know that never said a curse word to us, as a team or as an individual, as a player. And I know he wanted to curse me out a bunch of times. I know Steve, you go back and tell him, I know he did. Because I can tell y'all, when we had preseason practice, and which like Shane knows and JT, they know what it's like not to want to practice. Or you've seen guys that don't like to practice during the preseason time, and I was one guy. I said, I don't need to practice right now. It's too early. But you got to get in shape, it's supposed to be. But we go out there, we started running, and before you know it, what happened, Russell?
Oh, my leg, my muscle.
Full of hamstring. Full of hamstring. So here you're out of it. You know, you're not playing anymore. You know, you're not. So they go. So one of the coaches that we had goes back and tell Coach Landry, Shelby's not doing the right thing. He's bluffing, he's fooling, you know, and they talk to some of the players, and no players gonna tell on each other because they know what they do, what they were doing, you know. So we did it, you know what I mean, and I stuck with it like that for a while, you know, for a good while, for preseason. But I knew when it was time for me, the season coming closer, I started picking it up. You gotta be ready, you gotta be focused, and all it is a mind game. Basketball is a mind game, and you've seen how guys today, they say that the game has changed. The game ain't changed, it's the people that change. You know, it's getting harder and harder. Nicholls been very good for me and my wife, to be honest with you, and also Thibodaux. And I look back at it and I said, I just can't believe how times have gone by that quick. We had some really good players, guys that respect each other. And when we played Grambling, that wasn't too nice, because I had to eat some words, because I went to the basketball camp at Grambling one summer when I was in high school. And Coach Hypolite, I remember, and he wanted me to go to Grambling. But when I came to see, visit Thibodaux, I said, Thibodaux is just like St. Martinville to me. It was a small town, everybody know each other, and Coach Landry was, from that way too. And so, I felt comfortable. And, but as far as Grambling concerned with the game situation there, some words was exchanged, and I just couldn't understand that. It was just a game, But as far as people coming to the game, you better get here at least about 5 o'clock, 5:30. And I thank the people from Thibodaux for coming to visit us, and coming to the game. And hopefully we can continue supporting Nichols, because these guys working hard right now. Because he got me out here working, GT got me out here. I go other places and I see what they're doing. If we can do the same, almost the same thing, you know, I know the money is an issue sometimes, but y'all know that's the drill, that's what it is. We need to keep the university going. You know, because like I said, the university's been good for me and my wife. You know, we both made our living there. But basketball, I don't wanna think about it too much more because it's gone. I ain't looking back, I'm looking forward. And you should always, to me, always look forward.
Did you play with Larry Wilson, or did Larry Wilson play with you?
Well, I know you played with you.
I'm playing with you.
I know, but Larry played with me, really. Yeah. But, you know what? I was glad we got Larry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, because we needed Larry.
Is there any game that sticks out or anything that sticks out in your career?
You know, I was averaging about 19 points a game. You know, but I wasn't concerned about points. I was concerned about winning. And that was the key. I wanted a championship. I wanted to leave there with something. Just like I left with a degree from Nichols, I wanted to leave with basketball with a championship. Because when I first came, now, you asked me that when I first got there, I've been worried about it. I wanted to shoot all the time, you know. But when we had help and we had other people playing and we were playing together, it made a difference. You know, I wasn't worried about myself. If I would continue worried about myself, we wouldn't have probably got where we was. We wouldn't have done what we did. We had some good games, but I never did brag about it because I knew, you know, because Larry was having a hard time with people, you know, always looking at him and he said, man, I ain't gonna shoot the ball. I said, Larry, we gotta win. So you have to shoot the ball. So if you shoot, I'm gonna go on the opposite side and rebound the ball, because you're gonna miss. So, and Richard Polk, you know what I mean? Well, Larry's shooting too much, y'all. Then I said, John Perry, get on it, man. It's your turn to get. And we both were captains, you know. I said, you know, but we wanted to win. And Coach Larry, like he used to say, you know, told one time he got real mad and told Richard, hey, that bench for you also too, you know. Just like he benched some people. And I never heard him say a word like that. He was, because if you're playing for yourself, you don't need to play, you know what I mean? If you're worried about your stats and stuff, because in high school, you know how it is. You worry about the points, you worry about, hey, everybody gonna love you, man, if I score 20 points. Because you know the Dodgers, like, I mean, no matter what you have. And always treat people right. If you treat people right, good things gonna happen for you. And that's what we did with each other. Because I don't think we really had a problem, one, that I can really say, like you see some teams, some guys on the team worried about what they're gonna do, you know? That's what I think.
You guys took a trip a few times, but internationally. I went to El Salvador.
I mean, El Salvador, Guatemala, and,
El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras.
None of us had flown before. We didn't know what we were expecting. Had to get on the plane to knock off the snow for us to come back. But anyway, I know we were taking off and it was one of those charter planes. So you looked, I was sitting in the front seat. I don't know where Shelby was, but he was under the seat. Looking at it and you hear the two pilots, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. And right at the end, we took off. I didn't know if we were gonna make it. It was that close. And we were so closely knit to say we went places together, basically. You know, he tried to get us to go to black places. We tried to get him to go to white places. You know, all of that. We stayed together, and that was everybody. We married within the family, if you think about it. All of us married Nichols. We were all together. We all dated. We double dated. We triple dated. We took the Nichols bus, and we all went up. No, that's not true.